Welcome, man. This video is my reaction to CM Punk's returning to WWE. But first, let me get a little bit background to what's that led up to this him coming back. Well, see, September 2022, he calls out the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. Not my name at a scrum at AEW. Young Bucks and Kenny Omega go to. He said, "You know who I am? Come talk to me." Well, they did. Probably not the right time to do it, but they did. Guess what? They got in a fight. Young Bucks, Kenny Omega suspended. CM Punk was injured again. Nothing happened. Comes back. It's past summer, and then he and Jack Perry get into it because Jack Perry said, "Don't use real glass." CM Punk was told to talk to him about that. He does. All in pre-show. Jack Perry last match on the pre-show. CM Punk's Mojo was the first match on the pay-per-view. Well, guess what? Will Glass was used. Jack Perry says, Honey River. Of course, that's going to get a reaction to CM Punk. They get into a fight backstage before the pay-per-view goes on it. Supposedly, he attacks Tony Khan. So CM Punk was fired with Just Cause back in September. Actually, yeah, the day before All Out in Chicago, no less. That's where he was announced that he was being fired. So, Survivor Series in Chicago. And going into back in October 17th, 17th or 10th. Okay, back in October, WWE reached out to Storm Sapp, saying that at that point in time, there were no talks between CM Punk and WWE. That they weren't ruling out that there would be talks, but they went out there, let it out there that he wasn't resigning. And people kept thinking, and it's like, yeah, I always thought that was a possibility. As it got closer, I thought it was getting lower and lower, but I wasn't 100% sure that CM Punk was not going to show up. And I always felt if they had not announced Randy Orton on Monday night to be the fifth member, I would have thought, like everyone else, there's a possibility that he might be fifth member. And like if they didn't announce Randy Orton Monday night, I don't care. Even if there was the intention of Randy Orton being back as fifth member, I do believe he would have booed out of the arena. Just like Rey Mysterio was in 2014 Royal Rumble when everyone wanted Daniel Bryan, aka Bryan Danielson, to win the Royal Rumble. And he's like, you don't boo Rey Mysterio, you don't want to boo Randy Orton coming back in his first match in 18 months. So you want to make sure that, hey, we're still not saying CM Punk won't be there, but he's not in this match. Even though they did, and I kind of, it's like when they started saying that Sami Zayn, Randy Orton was not there yet. I think back in my head, I'm thinking, I wonder if they decide to delay Randy Orton wasn't clear and they're going to start bringing CM Punk. I'm sure I'm not the only person that thought that. I'm pretty sure that too, especially when they started chanting CM Punk when Randy Orton didn't come out. He got an awesome pop though when he came out, Randy Orton. I think everyone was generally surprised and happy. Well, not everyone was happy, obviously. Something to get into, but generally surprised. I know I was too surprised, even though that's when I didn't expect. Even though I did expect him maybe to show up, I did expect him to show up after the end of the match. I didn't expect him to be going off air and his music hits like that. So basically, this is what has been out there. That they apparently about 10 days ago, CM Punk and Triple H talked for about an hour. And that's what got the ball rolling. Because basically they waited until all the spectators. I mean, they knew there was still people talking about it, but that's when it started slowing down a little bit to where people were kind of realizing, okay, CM Punk probably won't be there, at least in terms of wrestling. And like it was starting to become apparent that Randy Orton was going to be the fifth member of Cody Rhodes' team. And apparently it was Saturday morning, day of it, that they came to an agreement. And in the last couple of minutes of the match, when Triple H took over calling the match, because he on the match he called for the copyright graphic like at the end. He then also personally called for CM Music to hit as well, and his graphic. So they only have his graphic. Well, the music, I'm sure they still have some have a type of agreement with Living Color for cultural personality, because they still have obviously using his music for his stuff for WWE. Um, like videos they have, like they put PLDs and pay-per-views and Raws and SmackDowns and so forth. So they still, I'm sure, have the rights to use the songs. So they just have to call Living Color to Living Color's people to get that. And I'm sure they still have the graphics for that for him as well. So that part was on hard. Probably all that saved on a computer. He was able to do it, but basically, apparently, but the producers, referees, staff, talent, and even head writers of creative were not told about him showing up, and that was that only people that knew were Triple H, Bruce Pritchard, and Michael Hayes needed to discuss a change in the main event, but they weren't told specifically there was Punk related. So I guess it was like, okay, this is what we're going to do. Hey, we got Punk back. This is what we're going to do, but it's going to be after the match. And apparently, Um, apparently, the like the 10 competitors. I'm sure he was probably put into as well too, since he was out at ringside as well. Probably was right before the match started that CM Punk's back, and apparently there were a couple of wrestlers visibly upset of it, one particularly than the other. And the person that we think is particularly upset, most upset was uh, Uh, okay, this is what it was. At least one talent claimed Zoe to be upset by the return of CM Punk, and both Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins looked visibly angry. The thing is, this video of CM Punk, no, Drew McIntyre, on walking back to the back to the gorilla, and he's holding his hand like that right before CM Punk's music hit, and he supposedly went to his dressing room, slammed his door, got his stuff, and walked out after his match, upset. So he's probably the one most upset. And his contract speculation is that because his contract's up in about 4 or 5 months, that might have to do with it. I'm not sure how they get along personally. Haven't heard anything about that though. But I know the Seth Rollins things after it, but he saw him screaming at CM Punk and giving him the finger like you're number one. And it was like, so this is, I think, was like shoot work, because being that I know Seth Rollins in the past has not taken hasn't said very kind words to him, but at the same time he said he would work with him, and the fact that the video, you got Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes right next to him, people holding him back were like Corey Graves and Michael Cole, mostly Michael Cole. It's like if Seth Rollins really was going to go at him out there, I mean, nothing Michael Cole could have done, but but I think I mean, and like Sammy and Cody, how their reactions were, like they knew he was not doing or doing anything stupid like that. And apparently backstage, Seth had he taken away from it, like he was pissed doing. I'm not exactly sure what he did, but apparently, like Triple H and a few others had to take Seth Rollins away. Let me see if I can find that. Well, and if I see, I'll mention that. And the Shinsuke Nakamura vignettes about him, about someone being the person that he's looking for. I mean, this could change by by Raw, but Punk is not the person was not the person to be in that, but that could be very easily be Punk could be Nakamura could be Punk's first opponent in WWE. Yes, and I wouldn't be surprised if at some point, probably WrestleMania, saying Punk and Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight title. Yes, not now that ooh, Punk wins the title from Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, and then Damian Priest cashes in on Seth Rollins on CM Punk. I think that's what's going. That bait is very viable right there. That you got something new, but yeah. But and of course, all the reactions backstage were not all native. There also are people back there that I don't see if there's anything. Okay, now with Drew McIntyre, some things I'm going to add. That while the stuff that I just added was stuff that was from last night's helmet. Was coming out, and all the stuff came out earlier today and Sunday. Today's Sunday. That I'm filming this. Regarding Drew McIntyre, he was legit upset after his match, but more related to things more than CM Punk. So that's like I said, that probably a lot of some of it has to do probably with his contract and CM Punk coming back. So it's like, okay, spending money on him, how much money is that for me type thing. But but and like Seth Rollins, most people think it's a doesn't believe he doesn't like him, but he's like he knows to work with him. It's something that like he doesn't like him, but will work with him. Something that the Young Bucks, that Kenny Omega and AEW realized, but Young Bucks don't. And that I'm not going into that. That's a totally different subject. Of course, Vince McMahon was not involved. If he was, Vince McMahon was still in charge. CM Punk would not be back. That will be back at all because there was a Nick Khan in Triple H, and so there's been no reaction from AEW. So there's probably rewrites for Raw. A lot of it was already done. Uh, so, but I guess so. Okay. Now my reaction is this: that I think it's. I mean, if he was going, I mean, like with AEW, there was a big impact with him going to AEW and coming back to CM Punk. I mean, WWE obviously, but this shows that anything can happen. Look at Bret Hart, look at Orton Warrior, both of them. I don't think anyone ever thought they were coming back. And Joe Moy is probably the only person left that, or I take it back. One of two people. That's one other person. But one of the guys, I think Steve. But it's sort of Paul. But like Enzo has been upon. He needs to, if he wants to come back, he probably has to do something on the same lines as CM Punk, prove that he can be reliable. But yeah, like no, it's like But in terms, but like a lot of things that happen in AEW, I'm not saying some stuff I can see happening. Like, well, first of all, I don't have Colt Cabana in WWE, so there's no be no rumors of Colt Cabana not being on TV, and no rumors of certain like Kenny Omega or Young Bucks, something like that on that line, saying that CM Punk said he wanted him not on TV. Whether he did or not, I take that's his word against their word. And and somewhere along the line, I'm sure someone did tell Tony Khan about, hey, you may not want Colt Cabana and CM Punk at the same place at the same time because of the past difficulties. Uh, and at the same time, well, is that if CM Punk calls out, which he has in the past, calls someone out, yeah, you will talk to them, but probably won't be like in a situation like what happened at the Brawl, where I won't see Triple H going to his locker room that night and say, hey, let's try every fight. Triple H and Tony Khan probably text him say, let's talk tomorrow. Hold down, let's talk tomorrow. On that line, because ain't know enough that thing is called over just because you still feel that way tomorrow, which I think CM Punk would have. They could at least talk it out and say, okay, let's get to the bottom of this. So a lot of things that happen in AEW won't necessarily happen in WWE, at least not the way it went down in AEW. But some things I could see happening within a year or two, like stuff's not going to happen. Like, okay, I'm not happy here either anymore. But at least he knows that, hey, he has people to talk to. He knows if someone asks him to, hey, work with some of this young talent will take it the right way, meaning they will actually listen. That's something that William Regal said when he left AEW last year, is that he was trying to work with the young talent. A lot of them were there for 1 week, then sign out, come back. I ignored him. And Brian Pillman Jr., Lexus King, he said, yeah, he always went there because he can't speak for anyone else, but he realizes that, hey, William Regal knows his stuff. And so have told him, he probably realizes that his father and William Regal knew each other back in the day too before his father passed on. So, but yeah, I think a lot of the younger talent in WWE, especially those who went through NXT, but I think all of them actually went through NXT. Uh, so, okay, yeah, that's some, they probably were okay. We got all these people who got like Seth Rollins, we have Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, John Cena, The Rock, who are there all the time or from time to time, and they'll be happy to answer questions for you when you're there. Plus, you got people like Terry Taylor and William Regal at NXT who are helping them out, and other people who have vast experience. So, and on one, I would say, I could kill less if he's there or not. But at the same time, but like, I hope nothing negative comes out of this either. So, yeah, thank you for watching this. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Have a good day.